I am speaking to you right now, not tomorrow, not later, not when it's convenient, but in this moment, because something eternal is moving around you. A shift is forming in the realm you cannot see, but your spirit has already started to feel it. This message was sent from my heart to yours. It is sealed with fire, and Archangel Michael stands at your side right now, not symbolically but spiritually, guarding you as I pour this truth into your being. You must not skip this. This is not another ordinary day. This will be one of the most important days of your life. You are not imagining what's happening. Something is coming. Someone is about to change, and everything around you will begin to move in alignment with what I promised long ago. I, the Lord your God, speak directly to you now. There's a person whose heart I am touching right now. Yes, this very moment as you read, they are thinking about you. They are feeling the weight of their actions. They are feeling a divine force pressing on their soul. They do not fully understand why their chest feels heavy, why memories of you are flooding back, or why the guilt they once ignored is now unbearable. But I do, because I have placed my hand upon them. I have begun to break their resistance, strip their pride, and awaken their conscience. I have begun a divine reversal. You cried over this person. You begged me for answers. You asked why they left, why they acted like you didn't matter, why they turned cold and distant when all you gave was love. I heard every word. I collected every tear, and though you thought I was silent, I was working in the background. I was waiting for the appointed hour, and now I declare to you that hour has arrived. This is the moment. This is the turn. This is why today is different. You must open this message with full focus and not skip one word, because what I'm about to reveal will prepare you for a reunion, a redemption, a restoration. This person who hurt you is not the same anymore. They are changing, slowly at first, quietly but deeply. They have started thinking differently. Their mind is being renewed. Their heart is being softened. What used to amuse them now breaks them. What they used to ignore now torments them. They are seeing the truth. I, the Lord, have taken them through a season of stripping. I have exposed them to themselves, and I did it not to destroy them, but to lead them to repentance. You don't know all the battles I've allowed them to face. You don't know how many nights they have stared at the ceiling, hearing my voice whisper your name. You don't know how I visited them in dreams, how I reminded them of your kindness, your prayers, your patience. This is not coincidence. This is divine design. You once said, Lord, if they could just see the truth, and now they do. The truth is unbearable to them. They realize now what they lost. They realize now what you meant. They realize they traded gold for gravel, and the regret is drowning them. They want to come back, but they are terrified, ashamed, and unsure if they will be received. That is why I am preparing you, because the moment is near. Today is not random. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this message because the turning point is here. The one who once avoided you is thinking of returning. The one who avoided truth is about to speak it. The one who broke you is now breaking inside. But I must warn you, this transformation isn't only emotional, it is spiritual. It has not been easy. I had to allow them to be emptied of everything that distracted them. They lost things. They were humiliated. They were rejected. They experienced betrayal too, and in their pain, I reminded them of you. The one who stood by them when no one else did. The one who loved them when they had nothing. The one who forgave more than once. I allowed them to look into a mirror and not recognize the person they had become. And I am doing this so they can return not just to you but to me. This is not just about a relationship, it is about redemption. I am after their soul, and I am using your love to bring them home. You are not crazy for still feeling connected. You are not weak for still caring. I put that love inside you. It is divine, pure, powerful. That is why it hurt so deeply when they left, because it wasn't just emotional, it was spiritual. Your souls were tied by purpose, and though they ran, the cord never broke. And now I am calling that cord back into holy alignment. But be warned, this return must be different. I am not bringing them back so they can play the same games. I am not restoring this just to relive old wounds. This return will come with new standards, new communication, new vision. You must receive them, but with wisdom, with discernment, with spiritual strength. Do not bend your boundaries to prove your love. Let them prove theirs this time. Today will mark the beginning. You will receive signs, dreams, unexpected contact, a message, or even a name repeated throughout the day. Pay attention. These are not random. These are divine confirmations. You may feel a sudden shift in your emotions, a strong sense of peace, or an unexplainable knowing that something is about to happen. That is me preparing your spirit for what is coming. Get ready to forgive. Get ready to hear what you never thought you'd hear. Get ready to have answers to questions that once haunted you. I am the Lord, and I do not lie. What I restore completely. But also know this, you are not the same person either. You have grown, you have matured, you have cried in my presence and been molded by fire. You have been alone but not abandoned. I have filled your empty spaces. I have made you stronger than before. That's why this return won't confuse you. You are no longer desperate for love. You are ready for the right love. And this person will see that. They will approach you differently, with humility, with clarity, and with a longing to make things right. This is not just a comeback story. It's a God-ordained redemption. There will be voices who tell you not to trust again. There will be fear that whispers, "What if it happens again?" But I tell you this, do not let fear block a blessing I orchestrated. Do not let old wounds sabotage new healing. Let me lead this. Stay in prayer. Stay close to me. Let me confirm it again and again until your heart is secure. This time it will not fall apart because this time I am in the center of it. Archangel Michael speaks again. Do not skip this message. This is divine timing. The heavens have been stirred. The person who once ignored their calling is awakening. The person who once wounded your heart is seeking peace. This is not emotional confusion. This is a divine encounter, and I confirm it now. Restoration is knocking on your door. Whether it comes in days or weeks, prepare. Your heart will not be shattered again. This time, your heart will be honored. And if you doubt, I ask you to look at the signs I've already given. Remember the sudden urge to pray for them? That was me. Remember the dream you had that felt too real? That was me. Remember how songs, places, or conversations keep pointing to them? That's not chance, that's me. I am speaking, I am guiding, and I am preparing. This message is not just a comfort, it is a prophecy. This is what I have declared, and what I declare cannot be stopped. So get ready. Your days of wondering are over. Your tears have not been wasted. Your wait has not been in vain. I am about to show you why it had to take this long, why the separation was necessary, why the silence was loud, because now you are both ready. Not perfect, but ready. Ready to communicate, ready to heal, ready to begin again with me at the center. I am the Lord, and I make all things new. Do not skip this. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not question why you received this today. This is not just a message. This is your confirmation. Everything is about to shift. The heart you prayed for is being returned to you. The love you thought was lost is being resurrected. And the peace you longed for is on its way. Today is the beginning. Today is the sign. Today is the promise fulfilled. And I, the Lord your God, will finish what I started. Archangel Michael stands at the gate of your next chapter. He has been dispatched to remove every distraction, to clear the path, and to protect your peace. You are not walking into this blindly. You are being led by divine light. Trust what you feel in your spirit. Trust the love I placed in your heart. And when the moment comes, when they reach out, when they finally speak, remember this. I prepared you for it. I told you it was coming. And now it is here. The journey ahead is sacred. Walk slowly, love wisely, listen deeply, and above all, stay close to me, for I, your God, have written this moment into your story, and what I write cannot be erased. You are chosen, you are loved, you are about to witness a miracle unfold. Watch, wait, believe. God says, I brought you here for a reason. I don't speak casually. I don't whisper unless it's sacred. But when I speak loud, when I break through the noise of this world to grab your attention, it means something divine has entered your life. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this now. Do not delay. Do not skip it. What you're about to read is not ordinary. It carries weight, eternal weight. This may be the most important day of your life because something is shifting, something irreversible, something divine. It's not happening tomorrow, it's happening now, and it's centered on one person. Yes, this person will change, but that change is part of your blessing and part of your warning. You have felt it, haven't you? The pull, the silence that says more than words, the look that hides 1,000 secrets. There's been tension, restlessness. Your spirit has known something was about to happen, but you couldn't name it. Let me name it now. Transformation. And not just for you, but for someone deeply connected to your destiny. A person who was once broken is beginning to change, and it's shaking the heavens. But this change didn't come easily. This person fought it, resisted it, ran from it. But I have pursued them like I've pursued you, and now heaven has declared that their change will be used for your blessing if you don't interfere. Yes, this is a test not just of your obedience, but of your patience, your heart, and your understanding. Because the enemy wanted you to give up on this person. The enemy whispered, "They'll never change." But I am not the enemy. I am God. And I say, watch. Archangel Michael has been sent to protect this process. You have no idea how many times the enemy tried to destroy this connection. You don't see the spiritual warfare that's been swirling around your name and theirs, but I've seen it. I've watched demons scream when your names are spoken together, because together you carry weight. Together you break chains. Together you are a weapon of light in a dark world. And that's why the enemy has attacked this person's mind, their behavior, their choices. But now it ends. I am not just healing them, I'm awakening them, and they are beginning to remember who they were before the pain, before the world twisted them, before the trauma taught them how to hide. They are not the same anymore, and neither are you. That's why today is so important. Because what you do with this message will determine what doors I open next. This is a divine alignment, but don't be fooled. It is fragile right now. This is the early stage of their transformation, like a flower pushing through the soil for the first time. You must treat it with care. Archangel Michael says, you are not to contact them out of emotion. You are not to panic or chase or question. You are to watch. You are to stay in alignment with me, because if you try to force what I am still shaping, you may damage what I am building. I know you miss them. I know you've waited. I know it hurts, but listen. The pain is birthing something, and the wait is not wasted. This day marks the beginning of a shift in their spirit, and they don't even fully understand it yet. But you do, because I'm telling you first. The enemy tried to confuse your mind about this person, tried to convince you they were your enemy, but that was a lie. Yes, they hurt you, but they were not working with the enemy. They were being attacked by the enemy. There's a difference. This person has made mistakes, but I have not forgotten the prayers they whispered through tears, the way they asked me to heal their brokenness. And now I am honoring those prayers and yours, because even in silence, you prayed for them. And your prayers reached me. That's why I'm stepping in now. This message is not for everyone. It's not for the crowd. It's not for the curious. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Power up your morning prayers. Your morning prayers set the tone for your entire day. That's why I created this special 3-minute audio track. It was inspired by a sacred, prayer frequency described by ancient monks. This specially tuned audio frequency helps you connect spiritually faster, feel God's presence more clearly, and start your day divinely aligned. And right now, you can get it absolutely free. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. Download your copy now before all 1,000 copies are gone. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. It's for the chosen, and you are chosen. Chosen to witness what happens when divine love transforms a person from the inside out. Chosen to see what I can do with a shattered heart and a willing soul. Chosen to know ahead of time that this person will change, not just for themselves, but because their change is tied to your future. Now listen closely. Their behavior may not reflect this change immediately. In fact, they may even pull away. That's normal. That's human. But underneath the surface, I am doing something spiritual. I am removing addictions. I am breaking generational curses. I am softening their heart. I am whispering your name into their spirit when they don't even know why they're thinking of you. They are being drawn back to the original assignment, the assignment they almost lost, you. You don't need to chase them. The change will bring them to you, but only if you remain aligned. Do not let bitterness grow. Do not let confusion lead. Let me lead. Trust the timing. Trust the silence. Trust the signs I send. You will begin to notice small things, unexpected messages, dreams, people mentioning them randomly. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations because I don't speak without backing up my word. I told you this person will change, but not everyone will celebrate this. Be warned, some people in your life are secretly hoping this connection fails. They smiled when you were broken. They applauded your separation. These are not your friends. Be watchful. I will expose them soon because the blessing I'm preparing requires clean surroundings. You cannot walk into this new season surrounded by snakes, so I will begin to remove. Let me. This message is not to give you false hope. It is to give you divine instruction. I am building something eternal, and it requires obedience. When this person returns, and yes, they will, you must listen to my voice before opening your heart fully. I will give you peace if it's right. I will give you rest if it's time. But you must not make decisions out of desperation. The devil loves rushed decisions. That's why I'm slowing you down. That's why I'm making you wait. Because this must be pure, holy, undeniably divine. Archangel Michael is protecting your emotions right now. You've been through enough. You've endured enough heartbreak. This next chapter will not repeat the pain of the last, but only if you listen. Only if you don't skip this. I am talking to you, not them, not your friend, not the person scrolling behind you. You, because you are the one who carries the future. They are changing and you are healing. And when these two things meet in alignment, I will create something powerful, something the world cannot understand, something the enemy will fear, a love that is unshakable because it was built on grace, a union that is unbreakable because it was birthed in fire. I know you've been tired. I know you've been tempted to give up, but I have held you and I have hidden you because I knew this moment was coming and I didn't want you to miss it. Today is not just a date, it's a doorway, a moment where heaven interrupts earth, a moment where destinies begin to awaken. You will not always understand my timing, but you must trust my heart. This person, the one who drifted, the one who doubted, the one who disappointed you, they are changing. I don't just change people's clothes or routines, I change their soul. I change their intentions. I transform their desires, and that is what I'm doing. I am removing their confusion. I am silencing their pride. I am calling them back to me and then to you. This is not about romance. This is about purpose. The person I'm changing is tied to your destiny, and I don't play with destinies. I protect them, and I'm protecting yours now. Don't get distracted. Don't let the enemy bait you into anxiety. Let me do what only I can do. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not waiting in vain. Heaven is active. Angels are moving. The shift has already begun. Soon they will speak. Soon they will come. Soon they will say the words you've longed to hear, but not from a place of emotion, from a place of transformation. And when that happens, you will know it was me, because no one else could have done it. Not therapy, not time, not willpower. Only my hand can soften the heart the way this person is softening. Only my spirit can rewire a soul the way theirs is being rewired. And when it's done, it will be beautiful. So I leave you with this command. Stay in alignment. Do not skip this moment. Keep your heart open, but your spirit alert. I am doing something divine, something rare, something sacred, and it begins now. This is the most important day of your life because they are not the same anymore, and neither are you. Amen. God says, listen very closely now, because what you are about to read is not ordinary. It is sacred, destined and urgently timed for your heart alone. You were not supposed to miss this moment. Archangel Michael has issued a command, not a suggestion, because what is unfolding in your life on this very day has the power to rewrite your entire story. Today will become one of the most important days of your life. But you must open your heart and spirit. Don't delay. Don't scroll. Don't dismiss this as another message. It is divinely coded for you and you alone. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this now. That voice you've been hearing in your spirit, the restlessness in your soul, the sense that something huge is on the verge of shifting, those are not illusions. Those are spiritual alarms. You are standing at a divine intersection where your past, present, and future are colliding. Today is a day of transformation because the person who has held your heart in uncertainty is about to change. A heart that was once stubborn, silent, prideful, distant, or deceptive is being touched by the fire of God. And this change is not temporary. It's real, lasting, and it has eternal consequences tied to your destiny. This person, yes, the one you have prayed about, cried over, questioned, and waited on, has reached a turning point. Their spirit has been wrestling in silence. They've been tormented by guilt, confusion, and hidden emotions they tried to bury. But heaven has intervened. God has sent Archangel Michael to war for your name in the heavenly realms, to war for truth, to war for what is rightfully yours. Today, that battle reaches a critical victory, and the person you thought was lost, unreachable, or emotionally cold is finally facing the truth of what they feel and who they've become. God says they are about to change, not because of your efforts, but because of mine. Your patience was not wasted. Your love was not invisible. Your heartbreak was not in vain. I have watched you suffer silently, misunderstood, and left questioning your worth. But I saw everything. I counted every tear, and I moved heaven on your behalf. What you couldn't shift in their heart, I have begun to uproot. What you couldn't say out loud, I whispered in their soul. They are hearing me now, and they are beginning to see you through my eyes. But you must understand, this change won't be comfortable. Transformation never is. It may come with tears, confessions, awkward silences, or sudden messages that catch you off guard. Their heart is thawing, their pride is cracking, they're confronting their fears. What you thought was a delay was actually preparation. They weren't ready before, but I have made them ready now. Today, they will think about you differently. Today, they will feel the pull to come forward. Today, they will realize that their silence was not strength, it was fear. And fear is losing its grip. Don't be surprised if they reach out. Don't be surprised if they confess what they've hidden. Don't be surprised if they tremble, cry, or speak words you never thought they were capable of. This is my work, not theirs. I have spoken to them in dreams. I have surrounded them with signs. I have allowed certain things to fall apart in their life, not to harm them, but to strip away the distractions that blinded them from what truly matters, you. Archangel Michael says, this is your moment of divine alignment. Be alert. Be prayerful. Don't run from what is unfolding. Don't sabotage what is being healed. Be still and let me work. Your spirit will recognize the change. Your discernment will confirm the truth. This isn't manipulation. This isn't temporary remorse. This is repentance, and it will look different. It will sound different because it's real. You must prepare your heart now, because you're going to have to decide whether to receive the new version of this person or to stay chained to the memory of who they used to be. I know they hurt you. I know they failed you. But I also know what I am doing inside them. Trust me, not them. Trust the process, not your pain. Trust the evidence of transformation, not the noise of your past. I'm not telling you to be foolish. I'm telling you to be faithful. There will be a moment today, a message, a sign, a whisper that will confirm this word. Don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it. That will be me. You'll know. You'll feel it in your bones. It will shake something in your soul. And when it comes, I want you to remember this message. They are changing, and it's not fake. You've waited so long to be chosen, to be seen, to be understood, and I know how exhausting it has been. But the reward is coming. What you gave selflessly is about to return multiplied. The seed you planted in love, in silence, in suffering, it didn't die. It went deep. It grew roots. And now the fruit is ready to appear. That fruit is their change. This is not just about romance. This is about destiny. This person was always meant to be a part of your story, but the version of them you knew could not walk with the version of you that I am building. So I had to break them to bless them. I had to expose their pain to birth their purpose. And now, just as you are rising, they are awakening. The timing is not a mistake, it's a miracle. Be ready, be still, be wise. I will guide every step. Let my peace be your compass. Let my voice be your clarity. Don't rush, don't assume, don't control. Just observe. I am revealing their transformations step by step, and as they change, you too must be willing to release the old narrative. Forgiveness is your freedom, compassion is your armor, and wisdom is your crown. You are about to walk into a chapter you've only dreamed about, and this person, transformed, humbled, sincere, will walk beside you, not in pride but in purpose. Together you will rise, together you will heal, together you will break the curses that tried to destroy both of you. This union will not be built on fantasy. It will be rooted in truth, in growth, in divine redemption. And one day, you will look back and say, "Now I understand why it had to happen this way. Now I see why I had to wait. Now I see why I had to be broken. Because through the fire, you were purified. Through the silence, you found strength. Through the pain, you found me." Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Lost everything, then found this prayer secret. In just 1 week I lost my mother, my job of 12 years, my life savings, almost lost my wife and home too. But a desperate trip to a remote monastery changed everything. What I discovered there transformed my life within days, because now I have a direct connection to God, where my prayers are answered almost instantly. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. See the full story here. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. And now, through their change, you will find joy. Archangel Michael is standing guard over your heart. He is shielding this process. No weapon formed will prosper. No lie will survive. No interference will prevail. What I have ordained, I will protect. What I have promised, I will perform. And what I begin, I will complete. This is not just another day. This is the day when their heart changes forever.